I wanted just to reiterate that, like in this online course, you will be able to do your own readings and do readings for other people, get your own guidance. And I tell you, it totally changed my life for the better in every way. I mean, I know that sounds like a lot, but it really does pay off to connect with our intuition. And I want that for you too. And that's why I'm doing this. I've really, it changed my life. You'll know, somebody asked, how do you know if you're guessing? And I think that, intuition is always right, so you can tell in hindsight. Also, it comes from practicing, and I've got a lot of different helpful techniques and tools that you can use. I would love to work with you and practice so that you will get a really strong feeling about what's intuition, what's guessing. And also, this free meditation that I'm offering you is another way where you will really learn as you meditate. What it does is, so many things. There's so many benefits, but one thing that it will do for you is help you to understand what's the voice, which part of you is thinking those thoughts that you're thinking. And so you'll start to understand as you meditate, you'll understand where that's coming from, if it's a guess, or your intuition, if it's coming from a deeper centered place. Also, meditation is clearing, and just by nature of doing meditation, it really does raise, your vibration. In woo-woo speak, that's what they say. We're going to raise our vibration. Well, it actually clears those blocks and old patterns from other people. What I've found is a lot of this is cultural, and some of it is familial. People in the family, they just didn't understand what was and how valuable it really could be, or if they did, they didn't want that unleashed. They didn't want to see some of the people in the family having greater knowledge than they did. That's ego. But anyway, there's a lot to talk about in that area. But as far as guessing goes, you can start to feel it. And one thing I'll tell you right now you can do is just practice. Like tonight, if you're going to go out, or if you're going to, go check the mail tomorrow, that would be a good time to tune into your intuition and say, "Ooh, I wonder how many letters I'll get in the mailbox." And for me, this was actually really hard. That was a harder one. I think an easier one is, who's going to call me on the phone next? Because you're really connected to those people, probably, I hope, who are calling your phone. So if you could just center in and even do one of my free meditations first, and concentrate on your breathing for a minute, center in, and then just tune in. And I'll teach a lot more about this in the class, and exact techniques about how to, remote view and really tune into the energies, what the nature of the conversation would be and everything. But just to get started for yourself, just tune in and say "Ooh, my mom's going to call me tonight and I can feel it," or whatever it is, for you. So you'll start to understand as you practice trying these things, what actually works. Notice what is true, because the intuition is going to be true. And what happens a lot of time is we will deny our intuition. We'll get the true answer first, and then our brain goes in and starts analyzing. And then it's like the biggest killer of accurate, precise information is our own left brain. This is all about combining left brain and right brain, because the right brain is your intuition. It's the receptive side. The left brain is the masculine side. It's the part that reasons. It's the part that really solves problems. And we need both. We need a healthy ego. We need some kind of healthy fear so that we don't walk off a building. We have to know, how to negotiate the world with our both sides of the brain. So if you're working on both sides of the brain, all of your cylinders are going to be firing, and you're unstoppable. You're totally going to be in alignment with your whole self, and your soul comes in and starts to really inform your decisions, and then you make less mistakes, you save a lot of time, you get out of that grasping feeling, you really start to get these connections to these higher sources of light and love and connection. This connection, it's been everything to me, and it's really exploded. I've had so many more gifts from my own connection. But anyway, I got off track. Guessing versus intuition. Also, guessing comes, like, you can sort of feel in your body when you feel like you're going to take a test. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid I'm going to get the wrong answer. I'm going to guess. And sometimes you'll guess right, but the intuitive answer will come from a centered place, and you'll just like sit back, your breathing will be grounded, you feel your feet on the earth, tune in, and you can even ask your idea of your higher power or the universe, whatever you want to call it, ask for your higher self to inform that decision. This comes from a much more centered place. It's very grounded, and you can see the difference, I'm sure. So try that just as a practice technique, and just to get you started. And then that's the first step. We can get into a lot of the details and exercises and specifics. There's so many things you can do. I'm going to take a question. Hi, Diva. Hi, Victoria. Hi. Yay, Lorette, I'm so glad you're going to sign up for the class. I love you, and I know you helped me with this. I had some technical problems, and I sent her a gift for thank you, because she emailed me and told me, and I hope you guys all got the email with the right date and time. I guess you did, or you wouldn't be here. Because they were sending it out that it was New Year's Eve, and I thought that was pretty funny, actually, because it is like a new start on life, isn't it? I mean, it's been transformative for me to develop my intuition, and I cannot believe the stuff that's happened. You guys, like, you really, you won't believe what you can do. You wouldn't even believe me. If people told me that I'd be doing what I'm doing now, back in the day before, I would not have believed you. I would have said, you need to go to the funny farm, like, immediately. And I can't even tell you, like, love, and money, and like stability, deep fulfillment, and just coming into my own understanding about life. And I can't even tell you like all the benefits of this for me personally. And I want to support you in this too, because I know you're going to love it. So anyways, the psychic readings I'm teaching, Alice wants to know, I do have an aura reading, and there is I don't know what the Berkeley Psychic Institute is. I studied in Massachusetts with a group. I did 2 years of development circle for psychic readings and mediumship, and a lot of classes, like thousands of dollars, in traveling with a lot of celebrity mediums and psychics. So I don't know exactly what that is. I'm really sorry I can't answer that, but I can tell you that aura readings are included in my 8-week online course. It's so simple. I really broke it down. I love seeing auras because it can tell you a lot about people. Now I'm in a different kind of place with it. I'm working a lot on clairsentience, which is your you just kind of know, and claircognizance, where you know, clairsentience, where you feel things about people without really looking directly at the colors. But you can, everybody watching can train, you can train yourself to do that, and I am showing you how. A lot with clairvoyance, that's clairvoyance, is seeing the second sight, seeing the colors, seeing the images. That's a big part, because that's probably my greatest strength, is the clairvoyance. And the most common psychic sense is clairsentience. So you probably already are feeling things about people. You know, we talked about that earlier in the presentation if you were here for that. I know some people came in late, so you might have missed it, but you can find out all about that, because I have some free online trainings, you guys, if you haven't seen that yet. You want to know what your strongest psychic sense is. Is it one of those 5? There are 5, and that's a free, in under 8 minutes you can do the exercise. I have it in a video through psychicu.com, and you'll see it right there. The second video in that particular series is what are all the five senses? And we talk about empathy, clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience. Believe me, if I had had this stuff all compiled like this when I started, it would have saved me a lot of time, and I want that for you. I think everyone should know this, especially like if you're interested. It doesn't need to be hard. This is not that hard. It's really not. It should be simple and accessible, and so I got that for you. The psychic readings, we've got numerology examples, exercises so that you can do it for yourself and for others. I also have a huge class on do's and don'ts, because there's a lot you need to know about getting the communication part of reading for other people. When is it appropriate? When is it not appropriate? What can you actually know and what can you not know for sure? You know, you need to know a lot of details about just from experience. I've learned a lot of stuff that I want to share with you. In that, I have a huge module on the psychic do's and don'ts and ethics. There's also a lot about ethics with psychic community readers and even with each other. There's a lot on that in my course. When doing a psychic reading for others, what do we look at? I don't really understand. Can you tell me again that question? Because it's what she said, what do we look at when we do a psychic reading for others? So there are a bunch of things. I have 8 weeks. Remember, there are 8 modules. So we're going to look at what's coming for you and for the other people, and what's the most important thing they should know. I've got some guides, information in there, important symbols with numbers. I'm teaching numerology basics, and boy, there's so much packed in there. I can't even think of it right now. Oh, if you want to know all the details, go to psychicu.com/treasures. And you will see all the details, because I actually did describe every specific thing we're going to cover. That's already in there. And I actually created all this training several months ago, and I'm just getting around to having a really good space so that I can share this with you. Finally, I'm really glad that we get to launch it. And so you guys are really special to me, because the people, you know, yes, you hear just for free, and anyone who signs up on my class too, because this is like my inaugural interaction on the web with live chat rooms, and like I don't even know, never done this before with the Google Hangouts, and I'm really excited. It's like a new frontier, and I feel like a pioneer. And I feel like you guys are really with me. Now, I have taught before. I've taught with great success, and I have gotten amazing results, and some of these people that I've worked with have gone on to create like amazing healing communities. One of them that had nobody following her when we started, she's got like 100,000 Facebook fans now, and everybody like loves what she's doing. She's channeling, you know, healing, doing healings and psychic readings. Monday, what happens is you can take the class anytime, because it's all online. You can get all the modules. I wanted it that way because I want you to be able to have flexibility, and I'm gonna issue them, like send you an email every Monday. I'll send you an email every Monday with the link to the material for the week. Those are things that I've already created and structured in a really simple, easy to chew course weeks. So you'll get that on every Monday, starting this Monday. And actually this week, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Wow. Okay, so Monday, tomorrow, is your first email that you get. And I'm going to leave this open for a few more days. Friday's my absolute cutoff date. If you want to start working on this stuff and start practicing and get the most benefit, you know, tomorrow it's there for you. And then on this Sunday, we're going to have a coaching call that will be replayed, recorded, and replayed. So for anyone who has questions, we're going to answer that. We'll figure out the format depending on what's best for you, because I really am accommodating you. I'm going to totally work out my schedule around what's better for you, because I want you guys to rock it. You guys, it's going to be great. And yes, every Monday for 8 weeks, plus I have another one at the end that's like a bonus which is like an assessment. And at the end of this, you're going to embody knowing all these techniques and skills and proven tools and everything that worked for me. And we're going to look at what's in alignment for you to take it to the next step. If you really want to work on healing or readings. Victoria, I love you too. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, Sunday's tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Victoria. I am totally out in space right now. I've been working on this technology and I don't know, up from down at this point, because I was trying to get everything set up and squished in all, yesterday was like frantic. It felt like Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Thank you, Victoria. So I hope that answers your questions. Anyone else have any questions? We're definitely doing readings. And you know what, too, really what's important is readings for yourself, because you'll never have to question. You don't have to doubt yourself anymore. You can get a direct connection with your higher self and find out a yes or no answer like instantly, and you can do that yourself, and you're going to do it in a number of ways. And I have a lot of activation tools too, which are like the coolest. I love all the activation tools that you can use, because I have used a lot of supports. So expanding into whole brain thinking, and you're just going to make less mistakes. Yeah, Lorette, I remember meeting you at the Lisa Williams class, and thank you so much. She said you were amazing. I love you. We love you. I love you too, and I'm so grateful that you are still around. See, I loved meeting your dad in spirit. I did a reading, and I was really under stress at Lisa Williams' mediumship platform, mediumship workshop, and I met Lorette, and I had the great privilege of meeting her and her spirit family, which is, I love that stuff. You guys, this is so exciting. I can't even tell you, I got real information for Lorette and from a spirit. Like, how is that even possible? I had no way of knowing. That's what you could, I don't know. So not everyone can be a medium, but Lorette, you can connect with your family. Everyone can connect with their family, because that's a divinely appointed love connection and relationship. And I've seen that, unless you're blocked, and we can work on that. But that's a different class. Mediumship is a different class. This is just like psychic reading, and it does go together. As you develop your own intuition or, soul consciousness, whole brain potential, then other things, and it's wild, what will open up for you. So I don't even know, you could be like the world's greatest healer and bring people back for the deaf. For all I know, I don't know how it's gonna go, but everyone's different. Everyone's a little different. Yay, Lorette! She said it's so accurate. I'm so glad. So Diva, she gets a clear sense, and they're surprised at your accuracy, so you are already doing it. And everybody's already doing it. Like, I don't know if you were here earlier, Diva, but we covered some of the most common psychic experiences. The most common one that people talk about that really surprises them is predicting the future in a dream. Like, they'll dream something and it comes true, which is pretty great, because that means they're really aware of their dream life and remembering it, and then they're wowed by that, and they find out that you can, which is amazing. So I guess we are pretty much good. If anyone wants to join me, this week is the week, and I'm keeping the class small. I really am doing that deliberately, because I want to work with everyone, and if there's any kind of kinks or bugs, I want to be able to work them out as fast as possible. And I know Justine's in there and Lorette's in there, and we're getting really good people. So we're gonna have a great group, and we can do conference calls or Google Hangouts and all kinds of goodies. I have so many goodies that I love giving away. Everyone says you shouldn't give it all away, but okay, so I'm having this class, and I really cannot wait. I can't wait to get started. So thank you for joining me, and I really want you to go check out the website where you can get a sneak peek too. Oh my gosh, and I'm giving you something else too. Oh, and I have to do the Audible. I have an audiobook prize I want to give you. Um, yes, you can get information. Alice asks, do you get other information other than yes or no answers? I'm doing the yes or no first because it's really, no, actually, that doesn't even come first. The first one is seeing what's coming for you, and you can decide which area you want to look at. If you want to look at your career, your love life, your family life, your health, or whatever it is, the first actual reading you're going to do is going to be for yourself. We're starting with self readings because you want to get your chops before you go, unleash it on the world. And you want to make sure you have the skill. You want to make sure you're doing this before you go do it for someone else, because people can get hurt if we do it in the wrong way. We want to make sure it's right. So yeah, you're going to get insight on what's coming in the beginning. Then you're going to get guidance and support information on what will best support you, which path to take, not just yes or no. That could be a yes or no too, but symbols, a lot of the psychic world, spiritual information, a lot of it does come in symbols. It can be even a song that represents something else. So not just a picture, but also a feeling could represent something else. Those are the kind of things we're going to really work with that and start to explore what all those things, how you interpret those things and what they really mean for you, your future, and in every area. You can apply this to every area of your life. And yes, you'll get more than yes or no. You're gonna get a lot more than you'll be getting. A lot of information that will give you direction and support. So that's really valuable to me. In my life, I use it all the time. So yeah. So I think that's it. If nobody has any more questions, here's the link to the class that starts this week. Like I said, it's I'm going to send you the emails on Mondays, and we're going to do a group on Sundays if that works for you. If it doesn't, there's going to be a recorded replay, and we have some wiggle room. We can talk about that if you really need another time. I think most people can do it on Sunday or get the replay. You're not always going to have questions because a lot of this is going to be really clear. I hope it's all really clear. But I want you guys to come as much as you can to the group things, because it's really great and fun to really talk about what's happening, and I just get excited for you, and I really enjoy the whole process of the connection, and also just knowing people you can talk to about this stuff that are like on too. You guys are in the zone, and not everyone's in the zone. So you want to make sure you show up if you can, because you also get our support. We're going to support you, and that's not every day at the gas station that you get that, okay? So wow, we got a lot more people that came in, and I'm glad to see you guys. If you missed anything, you can see the beginning and my horrendous technical mistakes that I made in the beginning. But that's what the replay is for. Anyways, you can scan through and fast forward to the parts that mean something to you. And I gave away some stuff, and I'm going to give away something now. And why don't you guys do it? I want you guys to pick a number and put it in the chat room between, let me see. Between 1 and 10. Everybody put a number in the chat room between 1 and 10 right now if you can. If you have a typewriter and you have a chat window, do that. And I'm going to tune in. And let's see what happens. Well, nobody's doing it. Okay. Oh, Marianne asked if thanks you guys, I see the numbers now. Marianne asked if the groups were going to be in a chat or a webinar. And we can do a phone, everyone has a telephone, and that might be the easiest way, because then we won't have any technical problems. We could do a variety of things. Maybe I'll just ask everybody what they prefer and go with the group, because I want this, this is for you. Like, I already did this stuff. So, whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want. Chats, I know, are distracting for some people. Some people hate chats because they're just like, I understand that, because we're sensitive people, and sensitive, we can get very distracted by the chatting. So, and also, it's kind of nice to hear a voice too, like, or see a face. So, whatever, we'll work it out. I think I'll give you guys options and then see, is that okay? Or you could just put, oh, phone's great, yay! I like the phone too, because it's really simple and everyone knows how to use the phone. And I can record. I already have a service for that. I can record it and send everyone the replay so easily. It's beautiful. Thank you for the question. Okay, so I got an 8, a 7, a 2, an 8, a 5, an 8, an 8, a 7, a 7, a 5, a 2. So it looks like it's either 7 or 8. Let's see, 3 8s. 4 8. Oh, she did that twice. Ooh, 3 8s and 3 7s. Woo, I got 2. So I'm going to give you guys 2 things, because you guys gave me 2 numbers. So 7 and 8. Oh, and let me see. Who's 7 and 8? I'm going to go check right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Victoria and Sean. Victoria and Sean! Oh my God, you won! You win! Okay, Victoria, I'm glad you were part of this. And Sean, I know you were here the whole time. Thank you guys. I'm glad you guys won. And everybody gets stuff, because I'm giving away a lot of stuff on this. You got the meditation series for beginners, and the all that other stuff I talked about before. So the bonus page, psychic-u.com/bonus. There's some stuff over there. If you go to psychic-u.com/treasures, you're going to see a sneak peek, and you're going to get another free meditation. This is really like the meditation that I use for myself. I used to use it all the time before I tuned into my intuition and started getting really connected. So that's a great example for you to start with. And I have that for free over there because it's part of the sneak peek pack. It's the very first part of the class that I would be sending you if you were in the class. And it's just like the foundation. And a lot of videos, if you're not going to continue, you might not want to watch them all, but definitely listen to the prep meditation over there, because it really helped me. That's my secret gift. And Sean and Victoria, email me your email. I need your email to give you an audiobook. If you want the audiobook prize, I can pick one for you. I really like a lot of the books by James Van Praagh, and there are so many. I can actually give you one. Or if you would like to have one that you already know about, let me know and email me. It's lisa@spiritlisa.com, and I'm going to give you a free prize audiobook. Thank you so much for participating, and everybody picked you guys, so you're blessed by the group. Isn't that awesome? I think that's awesome. I love that. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to stop. See how you are. See how this is. It's just kind of fun, isn't it? Love being with you. I love hanging out with people who are into their intuition and not just wishing. No. Okay, I couldn't help myself. So, that's it. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Hope to see you on the class this week.